Hey everyone, here I have with me the three versions of Spider-Gwen by Hasbro. On the left is the Spider-Gwen from Absorbing Man Wave back in 2016. The one in the center is from the Into the Spider-Verse 2-pack with Miles Morales, and the one on the right is from the recent Stilt-man Wave in 2020. The Absorbing Man Wave Spider-Gwen comes with the unmasked head and the drop-down hoodie. The 2-pack Spider-Gwen comes with the same thing plus a line of web. The new Stilt-man Wave Spider-Gwen also comes with an unmasked head and a hoodie as well, and two pairs of hands, fists, and web shooting hands. Oh yeah, with Spider-Ham too, lol. It's great that the alternate hands can be used on the previous versions of Spider-Gwens. The first version of Spider-Gwen is based on her comic appearance, and the other two are based on the awesome animated movie Into the Spider-Verse. The first two versions have the same body mold, but the new Spider-Gwen has a slight retool in the upper torso. I'll talk about that later on. The costume designs are slightly different though. Let's compare the first two Spider-Gwen figures first. Besides the slight difference in color at the eyes, the main difference to spot whether the Spider-Gwen is from the Absorbing Man Wave or the 2-pack is by the ankles and the back design. The 2-pack, which is based on the Into the Spider-Verse movie like I mentioned earlier, has these straps on the ankle area. The Absorbing Man Wave Spider-Gwen does not have them. Besides this obvious difference, there are 4 other minor differences in the costume design. The chest area, where the pointed end goes higher for the 2-pack. For the armpit area, the 2-pack is missing the small purple web design. This white line at the waist, the 2-pack has it higher. And at the back design, the 2-pack is missing these pointed parts. These differences are kind of subtle at first glance, but obvious enough if you take a closer look. However, the overall design still looks very similar. The 2-pack unmasked head has a lighter blonde hair than the Absorbing Man Wave Spider-Gwen. Her lipstick is also more pale. To me, the unmasked head of the Absorbing Man Wave Spider-Gwen looks better with the more vibrant color. Now, between the 2-pack and the Stilt-man Wave Spider-Gwen, the costume design is very much similar front and back. The color, however, is definitely different. You can see the new Spider-Gwen has brighter pink on the webbed areas instead of the purple on the 2-pack, and the blue color on the feet is also way brighter. Both of them have the straps, and the chest and back have very similar design. The main difference about the body, like I mentioned earlier, is the retool of the upper torso. The cleavage sculpt is gone on the Stilt-man Spider-Gwen, and another difference is that the straps are also sculpted on the ankles, which is a nice touch by Hasbro. The feet are also different. The Stilt-man Spider-Gwen's feet are thicker, making her very slightly taller than the other two Spider-Gwens. The new Spider-Gwen also has the packless design on the knee joints. Nice. Both heads of the new Spider-Gwen are different. The masked head is a separate piece from the hoodie, but the hoodie fits on the head kind of firmly, unlike the other two versions which have the bigger and looser hoodie. The masked head is also a different sculpt. It's a bit more rounder, slightly bigger, and is missing the nose sculpt. The two unmasked heads are also totally different, with the new Spider-Gwen having the movie-accurate head. She even has the eyebrow piercing. The 2-pack simply reused the Absorbing Man Wave Gwen head. Another thing to note is that the head ball pack are different in size, so the heads cannot be swapped with each other without any modification. Here's a comparison with the NOTA head. I'd say Hasbro actually really nailed it for this one. She's actually more movie accurate than the NOTA head. The NOTA head is very slightly smaller in size and has a smaller nose and a more glossy paintwork. Both of them are of course great in their own ways, but the NOTA heads, you know, are really expensive. So it's definitely great that Hasbro actually gave us a good Gwen head. My only nitpick about the Hasbro head is that the ears are kind of not really sculpted well. They don't have the grooves, because if you were to compare it with other unmasked head by Hasbro, Hasbro has done the ears better. So I wonder why this one is kind of like this. Maybe because she's an animated character? But this is just me nitpicking. The head is actually still great, lol. Anyways, the NOTA Gwen head is meant for, I think, Mayfex or Revoltech, but can also fit Marvel Legends. Articulation. The articulation are the same for all three figures, even with the retool of the upper torso on the new Spider-Gwen. She can lift her hands this high, rotate it around, Single hinge elbow joint with swivel. No bicep swivel as usual for this body mold. Head has a good range of looking up and down. The mid-torso joint is a letdown for this teenage female body mold. It can't bend forward at all. It can only bend backward slightly. It's able to rotate left and right. Thigh swivel, calf swivel, double hinge knee joint, ankle pivot joint, and she's able to do this amount of leg split. Legs are only able to be lifted up this much. Overall, the articulation I feel could have been better on this female teenage body mold. Here's a comparison shot with Spider-Girl and Ultimate Spider-Woman. Silk and Spider-Woman. Pizza and Retro Spideys. And here's Tupac Miles and Stilt-man Wave Miles. Between these three Spider-Gwens, I definitely prefer the new Stilt-man Wave Spider-Gwen the most. Alternate hands are always a winning point, and the unmasked head is really awesome. I also like the vibrant colors on her. Besides the unmasked head, I feel that the Stilt-man Wave Spider-Gwen can also pass off as the comic version. Thanks for watching. Do hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more comparison videos, and check out these video links over here.